Hey, I'm Mason Crosby. I'm a professional football player. Today's video is going to talk to you about your plant foot. Mine in particular is very interesting because I grew up as a soccer player, playing soccer as a kid. Obviously, we wear the same cleats. I have one soccer shoe on my right foot now and one football shoe on my left. And that's been different because in high school I always wore soccer cleats to play football. In college I kicked in both soccer cleats. But now, with the surfaces how they are, playing on different things in the NFL, I've kind of switched to wearing a cleat that has a little more traction on it. This thing has, the cleats just aren't as good and the base of the shoe isn't as wide, and that's why I wear a football shoe on my left foot. It has a wider base. I can change out cleats. Some of them are molded, but some of them are changeable cleats where I can screw different sizes in and out, because up in the north and really bad weather games, anywhere we play on grass, you never know. If it's wet, you need longer cleats. So I've kind of changed to that and adjusted to being able to have a football shoe on my left foot for just a better plant, a better base, and because ultimately when you're kicking, your plant foot is the final thing to make that kick, because if you don't have a solid plant, if your foot slips, if you don't have it in the right spot next to the ball, nothing's gonna go well on that kick. It's a fact. So here's what you do with your plant. I always, before I'd really do much of anything else, whenever I'm kind of thinking about my setup, I get 1 foot away from the ball. And that's an easy way to do it. You just put your right foot in between the ball and your plant foot and set it up. A lot like other things like soccer, like and like kicking. They go hand in hand, where your plant needs to be consistent to hit a solid and a good football and a good ball. So here's the biggest thing: is get that plant foot right. When the ball's on the ground, you want your ankle in line with the ball. And the biggest thing there is consistently finding that spot as you're approaching the ball. For a soccer player, for a kicker, anytime you're approaching the ball, focus on the ball and putting that left foot down in the same spot, and you should have more consistent hits, hit the ball farther, do more right consistently. So I use that word consistently a lot because for a kicker, especially in the NFL, that is the name of the game: consistency. I can kick a ball, I can make 60 yarders, but if I'm not consistent with my plant, if my plant's slipping, if I don't have the right shoe on, there's no excuse. We're not allowed to make excuses as kickers. So make sure that you feel comfortable with the cleat you have on your left foot when you're planting. If you're a left-footed kicker, obviously, make sure your cleat on your right foot's, correct. Whatever your plant foot is, get a cleat that works, that's always gonna hold, and that's gonna give you the best chance to make kicks. I'm Mason Crosby. Thanks for listening.